Hello and welcome to Pro Debate. Productive debates on pragmatic topics by professional speakers with their viewpoints. I am John Robert, your host and jury of this session. We have many paradoxes, two sides of the same coin, and quite often we have a choice to take a side. These sessions target to debate this out. In the process, we have an opportunity to learn not only the perspectives of the professionals, but also various examples, case studies, and strategies that we can implement in our work or life.
Debate. We have a very interesting topic today. What is more effective in today's business environment and business as well as project? Work from home or work at an office? That is a question which we are having today. Work from home force has got bigger and bigger because of the push from the current global coronavirus pandemic. But even before COVID-19 became a factor, increasing number of people have been saying goodbye to their commute to the work. Thanks to the ever-evolving technologies like Skype, FaceTime, Slack, Zoom, Google Hangout, Authenticator applications, cloud computing, not to mention your emails and texting. It's no longer necessary for you to be in office in full time. Telecommuting workers with very complex job who doesn't require a lot of collaboration or social support can perform better than their office-based counterparts, according to another study. We have two interesting speakers today to take us through pros and cons of working at home as well as working at an office. One side we have Jayesh Khatri. You look at his credential, he has a whole round of experience starting as a project manager as well as working as a business operations in business development, and as latest he is a vice president of a pharmaceutical company. So he was into business portfolio, into project management, he is into the leadership position. On the other side, we have Dr. Archana. Dr. Archana comes from grassroots in a research environment where she has been a scientist, and then she has been a group leader, and then she was also handling publications, and as latest she is also heading the project management for a pharmaceutical company. So both of them represented different ecosystems from a professional life, and I can't get a better speaker for representing the whole working community to debate. Let me briefly take you through small glimpses of the dynamics of work from home and office. So first, let us look at working from home. So working from home seems to be very efficient. It actually reduces the time for commuting. You won't have to pay for the office space, office supplies, office snacks. You have the chai wala, you have the canteen, you have the pastries. All those kind of things are being reduced. So it is becoming more and more efficient process. Second thing, also Stanford executed a study, and then in that they have figured out that people who are working from home are 13% more productive compared to their office colleagues. And there are several additional benefits, like, it's working from home is a fun, and you actually enjoy, and then you tend to have effective meeting because in the process you shed out all the unwanted meeting, which is a major curse when you are working from an office setup. This is my statement. I think we can avoid the office politics, silos, turf war, because the work goes towards the objective centrality, and then people are focused towards delivering what they ought to deliver each and every day. You can also stay more focused when you're working from home. So these are the perspectives of or benefits of working from home. Let's also look at the perspective when you are working at an office. There are certain works doesn't have an alternative. For example, if you have to manufacture products, if you have to manufacture drugs, you need equipments, you need processes, you have methodologies. These setups cannot be isolated and then set up in every home. You have to go to the factory in order to produce. There are certain functions like auditing, accounting, banking, railways, insurance, communication. By a larger extent, doing this at the remote location may not be feasible and it's cumbersome. Research and development, where you have high technology equipment, you have top-notch, state-of-the-art R&D facilities. These are indispensable. They are going to sit in a research and development centers where you will have to go and then perform the work. And there are many jobs which require the temperature controlled environment and office. So in one sense, we can say that not all jobs can have an alternative of working from home. And also when you're working from an office, it becomes more productive because you don't have a distraction. You are able to very clearly differentiate your professional life and the personal life. When you enter into the office, you leave everything behind and then go and focus on your deliveries which you are supposed to deliver to the organization. So that way it kind of helps for you to have a very distinguished demarcation between your work and life. And there are additional benefits like, you can easily connect to your seniors, you're easily connected to your CEOs or people who are supposed to approve your strategies, your invoices, all other things. And you are able to connect to the vision of the company because you are surrounded with the likely-minded people who are working towards the vision of the company. You have an opportunity for networking, and then most importantly, the teamwork. And then your ability to hone the new leadership skills is something which is possible while you are working at an office. So I have covered a little bit on this. As I said, we have two prominent speakers who are coming from a different versatile background. Let me ask them to summarize from their perspectives. First, let me ask Jayesh to give a very brief background or an executive summary of why he feels that work from home is advantageous comparing to work at an office. Jayesh?
Sure. Yeah, thank you, John. I think in your overall study, you have elaborated working from home advantage. So I would call working from home as a working from home office.
Okay.
Okay, because then it creates a kind of an environment for you to work from home, similar kind of when you are in office. There are uh, 3-4 bigger advantages when we work from home. So one is, of course, cost saving. Second is a convenience. The third important is productivity gain. The fourth, after the COVID, which has come, is the safety. That's, I would add, post-COVID era.
Okay.
Okay. So prior and working on a remote, I think telecommuting has been growing since last 13-14 years. So it is not a new. Working from home concept has also grown significantly in last 5 years. So whatever the statistics we have on a positive side, actually it is a pre-COVID part. Okay, so still that data has not come that how it will happening currently and how it happen post COVID. Okay, there will be a significant upside on that. So these are the so cost saving, convenience, productivity gain, and safety, the 4 critical parameters which I support to work from home. Second, unnecessary meeting, loud colleague, reduced stress from commuting, and fewer distractions, which is a negative side of working from office, which I want to put here, so that for to support the work from home. Now, of course, I just add the 2 part to summarize finally that it does not mean that we also mention the manufacturing and R&D. I keep that aside because that is essential to go. Okay, but apart from that, all other functions we have, I would say 73% functions, okay, can be a part of this work from home concept.
Oh, excellent. Very well summarized. I think you touched base upon a point saying that it reduces the stress. I'm not sure, you have a different kind of stress when you are working from home, isn't it? Fine.
True.
So we will hear from the equation. Yes, Archana, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Jayesh well captured the advantages of working from home. But I would still say that after experiencing this forced working from home, I would any day prefer working at office. Why? One, as John rightly said, there are number of functions. I don't know how did you get to 73%, but if I look at most of the functions, even if it is manufacturing, it's not only manufacturing of the drugs, it's all the manufacturing of all the things, consumables, the every manufacturing, whether it is food, food item, electronics. In fact, the laptops, I think the manufacturing of the laptops and the sales of that would have surged. Every manufacturing unit is, you need people working at desk, at the units to give you the product. R&Ds, the research, the COVID would get safer, or the world would get safer if you find a vaccine or a treatment. So you definitely need researchers to go to the lab, find a cure, so that we would have the world which we lived upon, and we would like our children also live in the same world and not with masks on. Um, Third important factor, I think, working at office, there is a clear advantage, not only personal but as well as professionally. Personally, there are a number of factors which kind of make your life more disciplined. You kind of value the time. There is a time management which you learn. You sharpen your soft skills as a person. As John also mentioned, definitely the leadership qualities which come across, you sharpen all those skills while you are working in a team. Sitting virtually, just connecting over the virtual world, sometimes it is very critical that you should have a social interaction. I think that is the reason. It is not even recent, it goes up to, I mean, many years in our history, from Ramayana to Mahabharata, where kids, as a kid, you had to go leave your home and go and attend a gurukul to attain the necessary education. So it was always felt that at home you would be more protected, more pampered. You would not learn those skills which you would when you go out of your home environment, and you will become a better human being. And I think that holds true now as well.
Okay.
Important with respect to professional, uh, team bonding, teamwork. Virtually, yes, it's like as you have virtual friends on Facebook, rather than having a cup of tea at a tapri with your friends in an office break, is a completely different stress buster, I would say. Having gossip about your I mean, peers or colleagues, it is a stress buster. Even gossiping about your wife or a spouse, it is a stress buster, which probably you'll miss working at home. So I think after the experience I've had so far working for home, it is working from home, and I'm doing working for home. So it is really becoming very difficult. And I am looking forward when this lockdown gets out and I go and work at office.
Oh, well said. I think the debate is getting heated up. Very well said. So from Jayesh side, he has given a very new meaning, for altogether a new meaning for home office. Home office is working from home. And he has highlighted that it facilitates the cost saving, productivity improves, and then convenience improves, and then reducing the stress. From Archana's side, she also put upon a very important point of the team building, teamwork, and then leadership skills. A lot of soft skills can be honed when you are actually working from office. So I can tell you cannot develop a soft skills when you are working from home. Actually, you have to go to the office. You have to be with
Yes.
the like-minded people in order to hone your
Yes.
soft skills. And she also came up saying that, I had 2 months of experience working from home. The moment the COVID is over, the moment my organization lifts ban for working from office, I am going to take my car and then drive through of my office. So she is anxiously waiting for getting into the office. So this is an important factor, an experiential factor, that she wanted to go back to home. And then there are professional advantages, what Archana has explained, that you can develop the soft skills, you can do the team leadership skills and teamwork, all those kind of things. And she also put a very good example of Facebook. I mean, Facebook is a digital social environment. You might have so many friends, but those friends is not it your classmates, be it your colleagues, whom you develop the relationship based on your actual interaction, face-to-face interaction. So she is saying that from a personal relationship perspective, having the physical environment is more advantageous than the digital environment. But both of them took the COVID as a single thread, which is connecting to an advantage for working from home as well as office. Jayesh told that you need a safety to protect yourself from COVID, so you have to stay at home. Archana says that you need to end to this maze, so you have to discover, you have to invent a medicine, so you have to go to office in order to find a medicine or vaccine and then make it available to the community. So same perspective taken by both of them, and then put it very well to an advantage of working from home as well as office. Let us now listen more about this in order to come to a conclusion. JS, once again, can you take us through some case studies and examples?
Yeah, so I just to mention about the 73% number. I came from one of the study which says by 2028, 73% of all departments will have the remote workers. So I just mentioned from that. Yes, apart from that, I also said that the data we should not look at considering the COVID situation, because the data will change the advantage of work from home. See, today, Archana's perspective with respect to working from home might be a tough, considering the no maid, no housekeeping, because all others are restricted. So there is an extra burden which comes. It is an office and home burden. So work from home and work from office burden comes together. So which is creating a this situation. See, I'll throw some of the studies. So 5%, so 3.6, sorry, 56% of the US populations work from the home. There are also since 2005, and I'm talking about without considering the COVID era. Since 2005, there has been 173% increase in a telecommunication. Okay, telecommuting within the employees. Now, this actually excluding the self-employed people. Okay, the other study which says in last 5 years, number of employers offering work from home is grown by 40%. This is last 5 years, and again pre-COVID era. There is another study which says employer offering at least part-time telecommunication flexibility collectively saves 44 billion each year.
Wow.
You need not to pay everything, right? Wow. So that's a very interesting study says, because you are spending so much in offices, etc. When your company grows, you actually keep investment in terms of managing them with the different offices, whether you buy on rent or other thing. Now, this concept is opening up where you need not to spend those things. Apart from that, if I say there is a flex jobs survey which says 65% of workers say they would be more productive in a home office than the traditional office space. There is also study says that 75% of people say they are more productive working remotely than because of the fewer distractions. Now I also see that there is one of the interesting study which says the creative activities, productivity is significantly higher when you work from home. Okay, so I again keep aside of manufacturing as well as the R&D, where kind of things where you have to go.
Yeah.
Apart from that, 77% of millennials report that flexible work would make them more productive. And I'll tell you the female related. According to the Huffington Post, 76% of a female tech professionals think that business offering remote work would be more likely to retain top talent. So there has to be a flexibility which employer has to bring to the employees. By 2020, organization that support choose your own work style culture will boost employee retention up to 10%. So these are some of the interesting studies, and I think we need to look at work from home office as it is not because of the situations, but because of the like offering and make this as a critical part of the HR policy. That's what I feel. You look at the Google, which has given now people around $1,000 to set up the office in home. So companies have started this. Of course, it was in IT, but people have discovered. Even I think one of the advantage in the COVID era, which has come for the companies which were not in a large scale, but in a mid scale, what they have done is basically now they also discovered working from home concept and allowed their employee to work from home because of the situation. What has been discovered is the tracking mechanism. What has been discovered is there are various program which is connected them as a part of a soft skills training. Apart from that, they of course there are various technologies available which they have explored in this environment and make their companies run even in this situations. So this is
Yes.
from my end in terms of supporting my 4 parameters which I mentioned: the cost saving, the convenience, productivity gains, and safety.
Lot of numbers, Jayesh, lot of numbers, and you did a very good research and came up with these numbers which supporting increasing the productivity, reducing the wastage, and improving the retention, improving the morale of the employee. These are really very important factors. Now, Archana, I think your side is becoming a little weak. Now you will have to reinforce the environment. So what are the case studies and examples you have to substantiate that the working from office is more productive and more efficient for today's business environment?
Thank you, Jayesh. I think you have done too much of research regarding the numbers, and I mean, definitely, I think most of the numbers which have come across, I would say there, I definitely agree to few numbers wherein it is more. There should be a balance. There should be a flexibility given to an employee to work from home along with work at office, because being in a role, I mean, going with the numbers of the self experience of the experience of working from home myself. I'm also working from the experiences shared by them. Probably I'll put across with you what has been their experiences. So one, regarding the productivity, I do understand that you would save time commuting, yes, but along with that, there have been critical decisions which I think you need immediately to be done, and sometimes connecting to the right people at the right time, it is kind of delaying the things. When it is you are at work, you just knock the door, probably enter the senior's cabin and just say, this is the situation, this is what has happened, and we need to figure out for the solution right now. And we immediately kind of gather all the core team members, figure out the pros and cons, and decide on to the way forward. So the decision making is quick, I feel, when you are face to face. Second important factor I feel is security. Lot of virtual things happening, lot of data exchange in the virtual space. We all know the different challenges of data being leaking, the data being hacked, the data being misused. I think that is the major challenge, which I only with Zoom being into picture for just some time, and we know what are the different issues being raised or the concerns or challenges being raised with respect to the safety or the security of the data. And that data integrity or data security is key to any organization, whether it is banking, whether it is pharma, whether it is any sector for that matter. In fact, even the, your forces, armed forces, or any national integrity, data is the most critical factor. And that is an important risk which is coming forward with this virtual things, because you will be dependent on these virtual uh, systems to work upon with. Third important thing is, sometimes I do face this. This is again, I'm talking with respect to my personal experience, that when you are talking, you are into virtual, you are dependent on your connectivity. So there is a lot of, you are in middle of an important discussion and your Wi-Fi goes away, or your connectivity goes away, and it's just that you lose the context, or you lose the important part of the discussion which probably you wanted to convey. And fourth, as I earlier also said, that it is very important to develop your social skills. You have, as a person, just sitting in one room is very different than socializing. I feel socializing teaches you a lot more. It is not only about you being, but when you talk to people, you learn from their experiences, you learn much faster, you learn to behave, you look forward to meeting friends, you look forward to meeting colleagues, you learn important skills of time management, because you know you have to start at this time and you have to end at this time. Working from home, there is no start and no end. It's like, okay, you're working from home, there are calls arranged at any odd hours, there is you are just not over and above. I'll tell you, share one more personal experience. I was surprised the other day. My son, who is just an 11-year-old kid, was telling me names of 10 drugs which I'm working on. So it's like he just named, and he just said, Mama, what is this? I am not telling the names, but it is like he came up with, and I was surprised. Because he just heard me talking over that. So the confidentiality which you would want to maintain for your professional, for your, somehow unknowingly is getting spread. So it's like, suppose he goes and talks to his friends, and then it is all, see, it just I'm just saying, it is how you are losing on to that
Office also,
confidentiality.
outside, it can also happen in the office as well. See, the whole
Offices,
point,
all offices, the office, every employee is bound with the confidentiality clause. There are ethics and principles. How would you, it is not that my son knows what is confidentiality, right? It just, he heard me speak about that and he has picked it up, because there is no,
telecommunicating understand these things. Like even in working from office, we have the all IT
see,
tools
this
where
is,
we use for mobile. We also see the mails from mobile. We also see we do the video call with the clients. So we still use the IT part even in working from
yeah,
office. The
but
most
it
important
is,
part.
how much. Now it is being 100% dependency to what you are. And then again, as I said, now you are depending on a very virtual system, wherein completely you are sharing everything. You would agree, in
No, so I just
pharma
want to.
IP, let me finish. In pharma,
Okay.
IP is very important, right? The intellectual property, right? It's very important. So you would not, and in fact, there are a number of training sessions wherein we are taught how you need to even communicate in emails regarding your IPs of the products. So while you are working virtual, you are not left with any choice but to have everything being said virtually, which probably the confidentiality is being weakened at one point. So I
Okay.
always feel uh, working from office, working from home has its advantages, but I would say I would prefer a flexible system where you have an option of working from home, say once a week or twice a week, and then you also have an option where you go and interact, go and socialize, you meet your colleagues, you meet your friends. It also kind of create a well-being thing you look forward to. I mean, probably it's been after a long time I've worn an Indian kurta just because I wanted to be, but it's like you have stopped wearing your office clothes at home. Definitely. I am looking forward for colleagues telling, oh wow, this is your new dress. And so all these things are like those positive moments, those cherished memories which you will take along only when you meet and they greet. It is not sitting and saying, hi, how are you? And we just saw Jayesh, when you were speaking virtually, we could see your voice echo and not clear. Again, my issue. If it would have been face to face, that would not be a problem.
Okay,
So I
okay.
think
Well,
Archana's
Jayesh,
worry is Archana has seen her wardrobe and then realized that so many clothes, but I can't now
Absolutely.
because I am at home. I have
Absolutely.
spent so much.
so the
Again, I'm saying,
Absolutely. Absolutely. I bought such a new
I am
dress.
saying work from home is a cost saving for employers also.
that is true. That is true. So the return on investment of all those wardrobe items goes
You
down.
have to do one.
But what you are saying is you need not even invest on those things, right? Yeah.
True. So,
Excellent.
So,
Very
but
good.
then those are the stress busters, right? Those are the stress busters in life.
I just
Okay.
want to add about the
I don't want to end up becoming a sannyasi, you see.
Okay. So one last point, Jayesh, and one
I
last
just
point,
want to
Archana,
add,
to
yes. So I just want to add on the point. See,
Yeah.
IT security and IP. When we talk about pharma, IT is everywhere, and IP also. See, these are essential whether you work from home or work from office. There has to be policy frame. Hackers has done also the data, the theft issues with even companies which are operating in a full fledged. See, most important part which we have come in a working from home, as I mentioned, the working from home office. I think that culture has to be shifted for the companies and for
Challenges
the
working
employees
from
also,
home.
to create an environment in a home like an office. And yes, you mentioned one of the right point is a flexibility. Again, it has to be not a force for everybody. It has to be a flexibility given to them. Yeah.
Sure. Now, Archana, last one point. We have limited time. Just 1 minute, we can wrap up.
So, last point for me, most important is for your social well-being. It is very important you interact, you work at office. One. Second, there are number of indispensable jobs which have to be work at office. You cannot compromise or have a work from home environment for them, and they are a considerable number. Third, most important, which I feel, security. Yes, as you mentioned, there has to be policies, but they have to be evolved. It's still not in place to have that completely work from home scenarios. And most important is for your own personal growth, for all on your having those the competitive environment where you can learn from your peers, learn from your colleagues, from their experiences, that somehow would be lost. And as I mentioned, it has been in our history why we always, I mean, I'll give an example where as a our young kids, when they're 18 months or 2 years, we prefer to send them to a preschool, right? So that they get an exposure of, or they learn how to be with other people.
Archana, you brought on very good point, practical points. We would have never imagined that you would be missing your wardrobe so much. And we would never imagine that we would be longing for gossiping when we are going back to office. These are unique perspectives. Yes, but the bottom line, what you're saying, Archana, is that there should be a choice for people to work from home or work from office. I think even Jayesh is agreeing to that, saying that you need to provide this flexibility. I would like to take 4 factors towards making a conclusion of this. One is that productivity factors, and second is employee engagement, and third is what is needed from COVID perspectives, and fourth is digitalization advancements. So if you look at both working from home as well as at office offers some productivity incentives as well as productivity challenges. The topic is what is more important in today's business and projects, working from home or work at an office.
To come to a conviction on which is more important, I would invite you to go through the journey which we have taken from the Stone Age. When we were hunters and gatherers, the predominant skill required is running fast, being ambushing and then attacking animals. We worked in jungles. And from there, we graduated to an agricultural age, where the office is actually the field. There, the predominant skill which is required is more of plowing and then planning for the harvest. From there, we have graduated to industrial age, where we started going to the factories to be involved in the mass production. There, my dear friends, what is more important is the muscle energy. From there, we have taken a journey towards a knowledge era. The muscle energy was no more important. Here, the intelligence plays a role. Most of the work was in front of computers. From there, now we are graduating towards a cognitive era. In the cognitive age, what is more important is not going to office, but ability to innovate, ability to create, ability to do something differently. And my dear brothers and sisters, this doesn't require people to be in certain places or offices. People have their own comfort of working from anywhere, be it from your home or from an airport or from an office. Factories and offices are going to be there for certain kind of work. They are indispensable in those kind of fields, but predominantly, like we moved from hunters to gatherers to industrial age, to the knowledge age, in the cognitive age, the more and more work is going to be on the cognition. There is no physical limitation that you can equally be productive working at an office and also working at an home or working at any other place for that matter. What is really needed for us to deliver is what is more important. Being passionate, being innovative, being creative in order to make the difference is what is expected out of today's workforce. So we need to upgrade our skill set. We need to upgrade our tool set. We need to really upgrade our mindset to embrace this change and then getting adapted to the new rules of the workforce and still continue to deliver. So our verdict here is, while working at office and factories will continue to be there for certain kind of work, more and more effort is going to be on the cognitive world. And then more and more people will start working remotely, digitally from their own homes. We have to adapt to this or we will perish. Thank you so much for listening to us, and we will see you with a similar topic soon.